What is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another reaction video, and here we got Jack Harlow, gang, official music video. Man, um, anyway, I heard this song already. When did he drop this? When did he drop this? Like, I want to say it's like two. He dropped this 2 months ago, right? Right? Am I right? Like 2 months ago? I think 2 months ago. Um, yeah, this song is dark for real. Like everything he says in this song is dark. There's nothing positive. There's nothing happy, positive, uplifting about this song at all. There's a huge message in it, and I understand what he's coming from. I understand what he means by this. So I'm not here for the audio per se. I'm just here for the visuals and to see what type of concept he puts behind this song specifically, because I'm curious to see how, like, what direction he's gonna go with it, because since he's just talking about his friends mostly, like his friends experiences and how he's looking at the situation, compared to how other people will look at the situation and like take in consideration, if they was in his shoes, especially when being at the status that Jack is at right now. So let's just get into this video, man.
Ride for my dogs, lie for my dogs, die for my dogs. Ride for my dogs, lie for my dogs, die for my dogs. Because it's...
Oh, hold on.
Because it's home for the holidays. My friend pulled me to the side like, did you hear about Marcus? Our Marcus? Yeah, our Marcus. A bunch of girls say he raped him in the back of some Target. They say he drove him back there in his car, and then he parked it, and the rest is even darker. Wait, which Marcus? Cause it can't be, yes, our Marcus. The same Marcus we collected Pokemon cards with. The one with perfect grades that has family in New Orleans. Yes, that Marcus. He's got 7 rape charges. Ride for my dogs, lie for my dogs.
I'm so glad he didn't show the rest of what he was talking about, like the lyrics. He just showed the Pokemon cards and them driving to the parking lot and stuff like that. I'm glad he didn't go into like depth into whole how that situation would have played out. I'm just glad he just skimmed over a little bit, but still, it was still smart how he did it though.
Die for my dogs. Ride for my dogs, lie for my dogs, die for my dogs. Because it's... Because it's home for the holidays. My friend pulled me to the side like, did you hear about Kevin? Kevin who? Our Kevin. What happened? He got arrested. They found a bunch of messages he sent to little kids, and apparently he met up with this 10-year-old, and now the kid's saying he got molested. Molested by who? By Kevin? Nah, it's gotta be a different Kevin. Look, I'm telling you, it's Kevin that we've known since we were 7. The one whose dad's a reverend. The same Kevin we spend every weekend with and call brethren. Ride for my dogs, lie for my dogs, die for my dogs. Ride for my dogs, lie for my dogs, die for my dogs. Because it's...
One thing I can say is that his facial expressions is on point for sure. It's definitely on point. Cause like when you get news like that, it's like, yikes, you know what I'm saying? And you kind of don't want to believe it at first, just shrug it off, you know what I'm saying? Then when it really gets real, and then he's not really around as much anymore, and then it starts to really hit, and then you feel it in your heart that it's true. It's really no more, you know what I'm saying?
Because it's... Truthfully, it's family till it can't be, gang till it ain't, twins, but it depends, brothers until something is uncovered, dogs until the lifting of the fog. I always got you turns into, well, I never thought you. Years of camaraderie suddenly disappear. almost like you never were here. Unconditional love becomes very conditioned when push comes to shove, and all that talk of taking bullets suddenly feels foolish. Pictures with them turn to ad campaigns, you gotta pull it. Feet held to the fire, we hold accountable the ones we hold dear, out of morals but mainly fear. The choice becomes clear, and years of camaraderie suddenly disappear, almost like you never were here. Almost like you never were here.
Man, that was deep. Um, but yeah, dope concept. I like what he did with it. It's I know a lot of people didn't understand what he was talking about when he said that, but sometimes your friends is all you have, you know, depending on your situation. Sometimes friends is literally all you have. And so sometimes it's really hard to like kind of like shake your mind off of it and like you know believe what you want to believe. And and it's kind of like difficult when you try to when you try to break that connection, especially if you knew him since all your life, or you knew whoever it was all your life, and y'all grew up together, you know. And it's like you don't want to. It's like it's same thing. You don't want to believe. You don't want to take in. You don't want to take it in. You know, like what just really happened or what you heard, mainly because you didn't see it, you didn't experience it, you didn't understand what was going on, and yeah, it's difficult when you know a close friend has really been lost, but at the same time you gotta you know use your logic, use your brain. You gotta use your brain and use your common sense, and you know kind of break that. You know like don't you can't really use emotion in that situation. You gotta really use logic and understand the situation. Like don't just take sides. You know, and really go and really like think about like what's happening here. And once you can understand that point of view and that mind space, then you can understand how do you go from here, you know, depending on the situation, depending on the what exactly did they do, you know, because those situations that he pointed out, it's clear that you can't really mess with him no more. You can't really hang out with him no more. It's like it's no coming back from this. So yeah, that's just I just wanted to say that real quick, but um yeah, it's a really dark song. You know, it's really hard to listen to. Even the sample is creepy. That dun 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 dun, like that whole thing is creepy, and to put it in, you know, put in a beat behind it is even creepier. Um but I do like the message. I do like the message. I do understand what he was saying there. Um and I do agree with Sean C. He's another YouTuber. Basically, he was saying that it would have been even more clever to kind of put a parent in and a parent and kid relationship between that, because then it would have made it more understanding to why they would have, like, you know, the parent would have felt the type of way of what's happening to the child and everything like that. Which I do agree there, but at the same time, the situation that Jack used is also clever in a sense to where you don't know their type of relationship, because mostly he could have did that in the video. He could have explained. He could have really went in depth and really told and really went in depth in their storyhood and like their how they grew up, how what type of trauma they went through and everything like that. He could have did that. I'm surprised he didn't, but he could have did that to explain to explain more of their situation, to see how he even got to where he did. How did he even? What did he even do to be put in that situation? And that's why Jack was so confused and didn't want to believe it, because after all they has been through, you know. So that would have even been more clever to put that in a video concept. Like that's why I was like he put out a video. Let's see what he's talking about. But you know, that's what Jack could have did. He could have did that. That would have been way more smarter. You know. But yeah, he didn't do that. But I still understood what he was talking about. If you really listen, that's why I understood what he was talking about. If you really listen to the lyrics and you really listen to how he was, to how he perceived the whole situation. So yeah, kudos to Jack for this, man. I like the message. I like where he was going with it. I wish the music video would have been like between those parts could have been like more explained. To even if it was a fake story, it still could have been explained more about why he like how did he even get from how did he even why did he even do that situation in the first place. But you know, it's all cool, man. You know, that was his choice. You know, you live and you learn, right? Jack's still talented though, right? He's still talented. And I can't wait for more of his music. But this is the end of the video. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys want to see next in the comments down below. And I'm out, guys.